Hey, y'all, it's good to see you. Come on in.
We have a new artisan for you today, LATHR Lather.
It's a beautiful morning with the Barbershop Duet.
Hi, I'm Marcus Klinger with Klinger Vocal Studio.
And I'm Sarah Vincent with Sarah Vincent Virtual Pilates.
But on Wednesdays and Saturdays.
We are the Barbershop Duet.
Hey, y'all, come on in. It's great to see you. Thank you for finding our little barbershop. If you happen to be here during one of our live premieres on Wednesday or Saturday mornings, why, come in the live chat and meet the Whiff Pack, a cool group of our friends from all over the world hanging out. They'd love to meet you, too.
They would. And for our mention today, when we made our purchase from LATHR, there was actually a special going on, and we chose the car freshener Jack O'Punk.
Yeah, y'all, you got a free gift with your order. So this is the one we picked. This is how the car freshener works. There's a little plug in here that keeps the juice safe, but then once you unleash it, it crawls up the string and makes your car smell beautiful.
We're excited to try it out and see how it permeates through the car.
The Jack O'Punk one, y'all, and this is a phenomenal pumpkin scent. And the pumpkin kind of, for me, is sitting in the background.
Right.
It's a little boozy, a little sandalwoodish.
And there's something sweet and buttery happening as
Right,
well.
like a butter cookie.
Yes, I think so.
What a fabulous scent. And if this is the harbinger of things to come in our LATHR journey, I'm really excited.
And I'm
Y'all,
glad we got it because
scent.
it really goes from the Halloween right into the fall scent. Like, I think even if I throw it in the car, I'm going to want it all through till Thanksgiving. Just
Telling
saying.
you, it's beautiful. And you got to pick which scent you wanted. There was a list of about 12. And y'all, they just released a whole new line of EDPs and a line of EDPs for our ladies. So check it out. We were so excited that we did. And we've got a brand new soap here today for you. Let's meet it. All right, y'all. So from LATHR.com.
Old Time Barbershop transports you straight to a nostalgic classic barbershop experience. The comforting, powdery notes blend seamlessly with the spicy warmth of bay rum, softened by rich sandalwood and grounded by the earthy presence of patchouli. It's a fragrance that feels both timeless and familiar, much like Grandpa's old school shaving cream.
Y'all, we had Barbershop Month at the beginning of this year, and I don't think we had anything exactly like this, which is why I'm excited.
Me too.
Bay rum powder. I don't know how often we've seen those together.
No, but after reading that description, it really makes you want to know, what does Grandpa's old school shaving cream smells like according to LATHR?
And we did reach out to a few of the brethren, Carlos, I'm looking at you, who hold this in high regard. So we are excited, y'all, to meet not only a new artisan, but maybe a new scent. Let's unbox it. All right, y'all, so full disclosure, I opened this box because the primary reason I placed this order from LATHR was to get their Fruity Hoops EDP. What is that, you might ask? Fruit Loops. It's straight up Fruit Loops. It's amazing. It's bright. It's zingy. It's tangy. And it's so good. We are saving it for a future segment on this show. So you will not see it today, but stay tuned. It is a coming. It's amazing. But when we opened the box, we noticed that Frank had thrown in a few extra things for us to look at. And we are so happy. Thank you, Frank. This is awesome. These are the bar soaps from LATHR. This is the Barbershop one. Matches what we're going to do today. So we're not going to smell this one.
Save for later. And then we have Driftwood Lodge, which is like a fun apple twist thing going on.
And Frosted Oak, for me, this starts an ambery fougere and then takes you on a snowy walk into the forest.
They are really potent scents too. Like you can really smell it. And then this one even shows, it's a 5-ounce bar. This one shows a 0 grit, and then Marcus's is a medium grit. So check on the website. They have different things listed.
Light grit, there's heavy grit.
But we will definitely be back for more and let you know how these actually lather
Kiss
up.
my grits. And then in here is the shave soap. Y'all, look at that. That's the Barbershop one. Beautiful, dapper side label. Gotta love that.
Oh, and then we got a balm.
We did. They threw this in. Thank you, Frank.
Aftershave lotion. Oh,
love it.
And then this may be
Are
a
you kidding
sticker.
me? Stickers for the shaved in. Y'all, we love our stickers. Thank you, guys.
Cool. Oh my gosh, too much
This is
fun.
awesome, y'all. And if you are fans of Facebook or Instagram, you will see that they put some awesome stuff on there from time to time.
You'll see the smell damn good
That's
thing go
where
by
I
a lot.
found the sale. So keep your eyes open on those. And well, I think it's time to have a first impression. All right, I'm going to ask you some questions.
You think? Okay.
Here we go.
All right, this is a tallow shave soap for those who like to know.
Right.
And it's 5.3 ounces.
Love that. All right, here we go. Take it in.
Okay, I'm curious. We haven't done a straight up barbershop in a while.
Yes,
We've been in Halloween mode.
We
so
sure have. This is going to be a nice respite.
All right, let's see. Here's what it looks like for those of you who like to see. And there is room to lather in the bowl.
Yeah,
should
not
you
there's
like.
anything wrong with that.
No, but you'll see us do it later.
Take it in.
Oh, this is a different barbershop.
Yeah?
Okay. So
Y'all, we've done dozens. This is new.
Yes. So when we've done our barbershop month, we had like certain lanes.
Right.
And then, so there is a powder in here, but
Nice.
I wouldn't say it's a powder forward.
Gotcha.
Somehow.
Okay.
I'm getting some more like greens and spices, and like, I know reading that list, I was curious how they'd all combine, but
Right.
hold on. It is a little different. It's not just one that we could put in a single lane for our barbershop.
Nice. So, y'all, to review our barbershop month findings, we did notice that there were sort of two major lanes. Now, these are not all-encompassing, but we did have sort of the powdery lane that the Sterling or the Lockhart's barbershop finds, and we did have kind of the blue modern barbershop that Maggart's barbershop or Fresh Cut Fade might be in that lane. Where do you
So
find this
it's
one?
not more the blue one.
Nice.
I would put it more in, it does have a consistent powder lathery thing throughout.
Right.
But then I think it was listing there like some bay rums and some other
Right,
spices
yes,
and woods.
right.
I really do get those here.
Nice.
So I feel like I'm more in a powdery barbershop that's kind of in the woods a little bit.
Whoa.
There's something else happening. Or more of the classic aftershave homage kind of spices
Right,
are
right.
in here too somehow.
Nice. Now, is it a bay rum? Is it bay rum centered?
If I hadn't read bay rum, I don't think I would get it. To
Oh.
me, my brain's getting more of like a spice. So if that's
Nice.
coming through because of the bay rum, maybe.
Ooh.
And then there is a woodsy kind of, a little green, maybe.
Yeah.
That's happening as well.
Nice.
So it's a more masculine
Yeah.
powder, I think is where I would put this.
Whoa. Well, wait a minute, because I feel like the shaving world's been waiting for a masculine sort of powdery barbershop.
Right, and so I'm not sure exactly what's adding those masculine kind of vibes.
Right.
Not that I couldn't use it, but it is a consistent powdered lavender,
Right.
like throughout the whole whiff for me. And then
nice.
there's something else in the back that's more the woodsy spices that kind of add, I don't know, it actually really fits for this fall season.
Right.
Like I'm getting like a flannel jacket, or you were out cutting wood. Like there's something from the area that's in this somehow.
Nice. All right.
So, yeah.
I want to join you in your knowledge.
I think that's what I've got. I mean,
Pass
I'm
that
curious when we get to the lotion, the balm, and maybe
Right,
the bar soap. There might be
right.
more like, different ways to get the scent, but that's my first whiff I'm getting.
Just the fact that this might be a new and different barbershop is awesome. And the fact that this lid has ridges
secure.
is really cool, because if your hands are a little bit slick from the soap,
are
you can
fans,
still give it a
we've
nice
noticed,
hand
yeah.
tightening. All right, here we go.
Okay.
Let me take this in.
Curious if you get
that's
the
nice.
same whiff as me, but that's where my brain went.
Okay, here we go. Oh. Whoa. That's nice. Hold up.
Yeah, go in there. It takes a few.
Whoa. Okay, I bring you glad tidings of great joy. For those of you who are fans of some of these OG barbershops like Sterling or Lockhart's, it has that sense about it, that beautiful, powdery,
It's there, for
welcoming
sure.
sense. Now, our friends in Austria, Dave says that he and his friends believe that the Sterling barbershop smells like it's next to a bakery. There's a lovely sort of yeasty gourmand
sweetery
hiding in
kind
there,
of vibe.
swirling around. This goes that bay rum instead, so it has that lovely powdery character in the middle, but instead of the bread baking next door, you're getting a lovely bay rum, as if it might be sort of near the ocean, maybe. Who knows? Oh, and then hold on. Oh, and then a lovely sense of a swirling spice just under the surface, but just a hint of one, just a hint of some woods. And I think what I love best is that when you smell this, you don't have to guess where you're at. There are some barbershops that aren't really barbershops. They're just sort of an idea of a barbershop or
yeah.
an idea of a fougere or
More
a
the
clean
imaginative
sense, right?
side, yeah.
Y'all, I know where the clippers are on the shelf. This is a barbershop. And I often wonder, our barber down the street, if I could slip him a little bit of like a barbershop EDP and
Right.
he gave a little spritz to everybody without knowing, would they just kind of leave going, wow, I just feel great and I just
Right.
smell so fresh and ready for the day. That's what this gives you. You wouldn't really sense you were wearing it. You would just sense that you had been cleaned up and put on your feet and
Right.
patted on the
Came
butt for a
from
great
the barbershop
day.
itself.
Right. Yeah, when my barber's done giving me a haircut, he takes the world's largest shave brush, dips it in powder, and gives you like a powdery brush in here in the back of the neck, right? Beautiful, because it has that sense. It has the bay rum on the counter. It has the blue medicines in the jar on the shelf. This is a barbershop.
Right. And it's different because some of the other ones, it's powder, I would say forward. This
Right.
one is like powder throughout, like the mids are powder.
Right.
Does that make sense?
Well, it's not forward, but like you can smell how everything in it is binding with
Yes.
the powder. So that kind of becomes the protagonist,
There you
I
go.
guess, in the story. But this is all about all of those surrounding players around it, because my nose goes there first. The
Right.
powder is just the doorman.
Right. And that's more like the clean side. Like the powder is what's keeping it fresh, like you came from the barbershop. But the other stuff in there adds just a little more masculine vibe, I
And
think.
let's take a look at this
Yeah, I'm
bar
curious.
soap. Yeah, I love. Look at the barber
Oh,
colors.
it's red, white, and blue.
I know. Look how it makes the barber pole sort of an idea. And then,
Okay, give it a whiff here.
oh, you know, I
Similar?
get a tiny zing of citrus in that. That's not in this.
let's
You
see.
can get that too.
Oh, and I actually, that thing that you said it wasn't leather but could approach it, I
Right.
get a little more here.
I get a little maybe bergamot something going on in the bar that
That's
may not
fun.
be in this. A lot of the artisans rebalance the scent
I'm
when it's
so
in its different
curious.
forms.
Okay.
So that's beautiful.
Oh, and this one is zero grit. I'm curious when
Right.
you lather. That's so cool. Oh, it even says under the sticker, Barbershop, nostalgic and comforting. I would totally agree. Those are
Those
great
are two
words.
best words I can think of.
I get more the woodsy side. Like there's something.
Right, the spice of the wood, the
Right.
oak or something.
Like
in
I
there.
feel like I'm in a
Beautiful.
log cabin barbershop
right.
or
and
something.
I think that's where this diverges from the other powdered barbershops that
Yeah.
we know. This goes harder in the woody direction. Boy, is it
it's
beautiful.
working though. I like it.
So what I love is the composition of the base itself might have such a drastic effect on the oil or what parts of that oil get bound into the soap
Right.
that it might smell very different artisan to artisan even though you're using the same oil.
Right.
And this is something different from the beginning.
I would agree. Which because we didn't realize when we did Barbershop Month that there could be some that have similar oils. So
Right.
it's very fun to find a barbershop and get to know an artisan through that and how they do their barbershop.
And not to give you too deep a look behind the scenes, the Barbershop Duet, but the powdery barbershops are my favorites. Those are the ones that light me up. Those are the ones that smell like Grandpa, the places he used to take me to get my haircut. So I love that this fits
The
beautifully
nostalgia
in that
side.
lane, but it does have that bay rum sense that kind of comes in and hits you. And it does have those medicinal aqua velva kind of spicy notes under the surface of
Yeah,
this. to
like that aftershave splash
create-
kind of
Yeah,
thing.
those
Yeah.
nostalgic grandpa barbershops is very cool, y'all.
But the nostalgia side for me is done in a very fun, different way. Not just
Yes.
because it smells like a barbershop,
Right.
but there's something else in this
Right.
that really adds that fun, like grandpa vibe. I know it said like it's a current and a kind of throwback scent. So there is a timeless quality to this too
Right,
that is super
100%.
fun.
And I feel like sometimes to just turn up the nostalgia, sometimes they just turn up the sweet, but that's not what's happened here, y'all. This sits beautifully, like right in the middle. It does not get too sweet. The nostalgia's done with the spices. The
I think
nostalgia's
so.
done with
Yeah.
the herbs.
The
and
woodsy
things.
kind of thing going on.
Ooh, so I think it's time we go back and maybe look at the original recipe. All right, y'all. So back to lather.com. Top notes of.
Bay rum and spice. So we were definitely getting some spice and herby things going
Love
on
that
in
those
there.
are separate. There's
Right.
the bay rum, which is awfully spicy, but there are other spices moving around in here. Maybe a nutmeg, maybe something along those
Right,
lines.
yeah.
Beautiful sage.
But
maybe?
it's fun that they're listed as a top note because I
Right.
really do get that when I take a whiff. That
Right.
that's what I almost get first, and then it jumps into these heart notes. Sandalwood and powder, they're together as the mid.
Well, and the creaminess of the sandalwood is matching the creaminess of this powder in such
sure.
a beautiful way. And then the base notes. This one always gets me in a shave soap because I don't get how it's in here,
It's
but
magic.
it's always in here. It's just such a base note. You wouldn't know it was there, but you'd know if it wasn't. It is my old nemesis.
Patchouli.
But this show has cured me of that. Yeah, y'all, San Francisco State in the 1990s smelled like the bad form of patchouli. These are way different for me, and I'm so grateful because now I understand what patchouli does.
But then it's mixed with this earthy undertones, and that's why I was getting that outdoorsy kind of vibe. I think I don't know what's in there that's making that happen, but it's working.
I love it when a set note doesn't give you a description as to what it actually is. It uses adjectives. It uses other ways to describe what it is. Earthy undertones.
Yep.
So maybe even like a soil
Yeah.
note or an oak moss or
I think that's why I got
like
the image
that.
of like a lumberjack kind of vibe. You know,
Right.
like something outdoorsy.
You are the oak moss queen. Are you getting that in this?
Maybe I just didn't realize it was in there.
Right.
Not as much as
No,
I'm thinking.
yeah.
There's something in there it is earthy,
Right.
But not like that
Right.
specific.
No, it's more like the soil note that you'll find in Sherlock or Shire, right? Something like that. A beautiful, rich, earthy
Well,
tone.
do you think it's time to lather this bad boy up and see what it
Y'all,
does? Because that
yes,
is their
we've
company
now done
name,
this,
you know.
yeah. And this is our Cavalier King Charles Spaniel, Elaine Stritch, named after the real one from Broadway's Company.
likes
And would
to
you
help.
like to introduce your hardware today?
Yeah, so this is the smaller size that they have at KU and Bowls and the abalone color. And then this is our custom brush that Craig made for us at Opus. It says Barbershop Duet on the bottom.
Brush. All right, here we go. Let's see what
Let's
this
see
looks like.
our lather in action.
Oh, it's kind of softer, but it's got a bite back to the stick in
let's
a
see it.
real way here. And there we go. Load it
Want to
in
get
there.
it in those little groovies for me?
Yeah, all right. And this is how sweet the Smaldridge family is. When they noticed that the bougie sprayer that they sent would drip from time to time, they are sending us a replacement nozzle.
So
Thank
sweet.
you guys.
Okay, so this, I hope you can see on camera, but since it's called lather, I feel like we got to show you how
Yep,
it lathers.
Here we go. Let's
Okay.
see.
So we've kind of noticed if we do just the bristles at the
Yes.
top,
Just enough with the water to sort of bloom it laterally, right?
and then spin your brush, Marcus.
Right,
He's noticed
spin
that
the
that's a-
brush. Just introducing as much of the soap onto the bristles as we can before we really start making the lather in the bowl. That way you're building it between the bristles.
And this bowl has some grooves in it, so it actually makes it nice to really control as the soap is getting onto those bristles.
Right. And then once you're nice and loaded onto your brush, then go back down to that water and start introducing it then. The water's the last guy to the party. And I hate that we make our best lathers with cold water, but I think having the water at the same temperature as the soap makes a difference. And then y'all, those bubbles are going to get smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller the more time you give it, and put on a song.
Yeah.
Use the 3.5 minutes as a nice timer and just enjoy your aromatherapy and bonus points if the song matches the soap. Thinking barbershop quartet, maybe something along those lines.
Yeah.
Ooh, y'all.
Oh, it is wet. That is why they are called lather, my friends.
No, we never comment on lather here at the Barbershop
Wow.
Duet, but it's a lather episode, so we're going to make some exceptions.
Right?
Y'all,
It's overflowing.
as beautiful a lather as I have seen in the soap world. Look
It's
at
fun
this.
to get to know a new base here.
Right, beautiful work, y'all.
All right, do you want to throw that on your face
I'm
and see
thinking.
how it feels?
So when we do watch the cross-eyed text, and we like to see how the lather coats his face, even though we don't do shaving here on the Barbershop Duet, we realize there's some great benefit in seeing how this
Let's
lather
see
goes
how it
on the
goes.
face.
There you go.
Y'all, what do you want from me? Look at this. Look at this.
How's
And I
it feel?
shaved yesterday, so I get to use this
Let's
tonight.
try my
It's
little
like-
side here. I want to
ready?
give it a
Here we
try
go.
here.
I'm just going to blow this on you. Look at that. Y'all, look at that. You don't even need to face lather.
No, but
how's it feel? Is it
Great,
slickness
it's a
test?
good slickness, actually.
One more, another.
It's really light. I don't know how to say that.
Right,
You know, it's a
yeah,
lighter
yeah.
lather.
Kind of
It's
a weightless kind of feeling
really
formula
slick.
to it.
Yeah, it does.
Oh, nice. Oh, right.
Does that make sense?
Right. This feels different, y'all. Oh, it's lovely. And you know, I do prefer the lathers that go on the slick side rather than the foamy side because they don't clog my razor and it lets the blade get right under them. You know what
No,
I
I
mean?
can't wait for you to actually try a new lather to shave with. This is exciting.
Yes, and you know, I think when you pull the lever on the barber chair, it does go down deeper. We're going to have to do the same. All right, y'all. So Frank threw in the hyaluronic acid aftershave
Wow.
lotion. And for those of you who are fans of moisture on your face, hyaluronic acid is an awesome ingredient.
Let's
okay,
see.
are you ready? Let's see how this
that
goes.
Oh, it does have a
So
serumy kind of
I know,
vibe.
right?
I'm
Look
curious.
at that. Beautiful. I love the barbershop scents in a bomb because they're reminiscent of the shaving creams we used to put on.
Wow, and this has much more of that serumy, balmy kind of vibe to it for sure.
Oh, and you know what's nice? This is the perfect intensity. Sometimes when I put on a balm, it's a little bit, well, like a balm. This is like, whoa, it's just a beautiful friend on your shoulder. This is the intensity my nose
And you know,
wants.
this lotion is great because right now it's getting so dry outside. Like, it's nice to have a barbershop in a balmy kind of part that you can put on. It just has the right amount. I think he likes it. It's just slightly sweeter here, I would say.
doing the
but
Lisa
there's
Simpson
something,
dance.
there is something super nostalgic and comforting about this scent, I
this is
have to say.
beautiful.
It's cool to feel how this dries down. Like, there is a nourishing side that's coming through with this,
You
for
know
sure.
what's cool about this? It's taking the powder and it's kind of transforming it so that it's not like an individual powder note for me. Are you kind
Yeah.
of getting that? It's almost
Yeah.
like, remember when we had a vanilla bean powder note the other day?
Ah.
So it's not like a talc or a baby powder
No.
note. It's more of like a spiced talc.
Yeah.
It's more like a talc that's got the wood and cedar stuff like already in it.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
And I have to say, the dry down here, the scent intensity is a little bit lighter.
Yeah, that's
so
what's
I
meaning, yeah.
do like that
Right.
because coming from the shave, you know, if you wanted to have it to be more potent, I think they have this in the EDP, which is something you can really get.
Do they really? They do! They have two different barbershop EDPs,
Yeah.
y'all. All right, so anyways.
So anyways, if you want this to be more potent, there's an option. If you want this to just have that gentle touch and reminder that you did leave the barbershop,
Right.
this does it.
That's why she's here, folks. This is the perfect intensity if I had been to the
Right.
barbershop, not like I'm wearing an EDP at the barbershop.
If you don't want everybody on the bar train to know you've been to the barbershop,
Right.
then this is a great one. If you do want them to know, put the EDP on.
And for me, this kind of reminds me of like going to a little vacation town. Like my mom, when she was getting sick, she wanted to go to Sonora. She wanted to go to like those little places,
tiny
right?
Main Street little zones, you
Placerville,
know?
right, where the whole main street is basically a landmark and you can't touch it. A little barbershop where the whole inside has been modernized, but modernized with a vintage look. So when I walk in, I don't smell like the decay that I smell in my actual barbershop
old
that's
barbershop?
3 doors down because the barbershop is actually rotting and falling away. No. I almost get the sense of time travel. Like I'm walking into a vintage barbershop in 1955, except I'm in 1955.
It's just caught in time somehow.
Right, and everything's beautiful and new, but it's vintage. Does that make sense? So it's almost like I'm just
they
getting that
maintained it.
sense from that place. This isn't just transported. This is a time traveling experiment.
It is.
Woo! And y'all, as a piano player, this dries to a beautiful sort of matte feel
Yeah.
on your hands.
I know. I was kind of giving it some time to feel. Like you could. That's what I meant by this with the fall season and your skin getting so dry.
Right.
This is a great kind of of refresher to have, like just to
Nice.
replenish your skin after that nourishment is working.
This is way creamier than it is oily. Does that make sense?
Okay, yes, that's a good way to put it.
Almost totally dry.
Especially because this is a new artisan. I feel like we want to make sure that people know that that's what they do offer.
And more, I am realizing that when I do put on my aftershaves, I need a little something more. I usually go back for a balm about an hour later just to help nourish the skin. And boy, if everything I've learned about hyaluronic acid is true, I'd love to have a balm with that in it. That's so cool.
And it's fun because this is our like full second season, let's say, our second fall, our second winter.
Year.
Like now we know what part of the shaving experience we do want more of the balm or the lathers to have like during this time of year, which is super fun.
Indeed. And y'all, what I love best, well, they do offer scents that are homages to Aventus and things like that. They also have EDPs of root beer and grape soda. And y'all, I did not think I'd be using my Fruity Hoops episode to come EDP as much as I do.
True.
But y'all, I put that thing on all the time. I don't know why it smells so fabulous, but it really does. Something connected me to my childhood and that nostalgia. So LATHR, thank you for being one of the places where we can get a grape soda EDP. Are you kidding me?
This is a 5.3 ounce tub. This will last y'all a while. This is some very solid, like, I don't want to say girthy, but I feel like you don't need much to make as much lather as we did.
Right. So it's pretty simple. Y'all just be 7-year-old Marcus on his way to his first barbershop experience with his dad. And at the very end, the barber's going to do your neck and he's going to pull out a big wad of cream and a big straight edge blade. And you're going to look at your dad and go, he's not going to use that on me, is he? And when your dad says, no, you got your own. So head over to LATHR, LATHR.com, where you'll find this and all kinds of other cool stuff. Well, I've had my shave, y'all, with LATHR Barbershop. What a great formula. Slick and protective. The lather built instantly in the bowl. There was lots of soap left when I was done. And a great scent, that comforting, nostalgic, powder-forward barbershop. If you are fans of the classic Sterling or Lafayette, this will be right at home in your collection. Y'all, great job. We're excited for the next one. Welcome to Messages.
So for our November giveaway, we wanted to give you a chance to win a $20 gift card to Murphy and McNeil.
Yeah, y'all, and all you have to do to be eligible for this giveaway is send us an email here that we sent you at the barbershopduet.com so we can get back to you. It's the only way we communicate about our giveaways. And then check back here for our first Christmas episode, the first week of December, where our Alexa helps us choose our lucky winner on the show.
Best of luck.
The trifecta for a new artisan, y'all. They have taken a familiar scent and elevated it, made it more spicy, somehow more beguiling. They have created an absolutely top drawer lather that I'm going to have fun exploring because it's got new and different nooks and crannies to it, and a product line that spans from Creed to Fruit Loops. Are you kidding me, y'all? This will not be our last lather episode. And they have a second line of shaving products. I think it's a cream or something.
Oh, we'll have to check it out.
We will be back for those.
So it does say smell damn good, and I would say they are correct.
Sarah, swear.
Don't forget your next appointment with the Barbershop Duet.
You'll smell better just watching this.